Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. So hit that like, share, and subscribe for me. And let's get started with the message. So I have a little bit of a message that I channeled out that I want to get started before we go any further. But let's say our prayers and then we can continue forward. The angels, the ancestors of the highest, widest order, we ask that you ascend down into this present moment, giving us guidance and clearance along this journey, along this reading, along this channeling to help heal and evolve and grow people to their highest potential, to their highest place they need to be, their highest good. In your holy name we pray, as above, so below. Okay, so it's probably hard for you to believe that I'm talking to you. Yeah, you over there who still hasn't changed the channel yet, you're definitely an OG. You're a spiritual warrior. You're a light worker. You're a spiritual gangster. But you've had all this knowledge and wisdom inside of you because you've existed since the beginning of times. It's it's been stored inside your sacred temple. It's because you're a mere bridge between heaven and earth. You are fully human, but yet fully divine. You're an eternal flame. Your light has begun to grow bright in you by each passing day. Your essence for who you truly are flows through you effortlessly, and every word you say is a prayer. You are the author of your own story. This strength that you've displayed is a lot of strength. It's huge and it's an enormous amount compared to what you are used to showing. It's definitely felt globally and it's having a huge impact. Okay, so let me see. Let's go ahead and get the light workers, the spiritual OGs, some positive affirmations. So, how you got to this point and how you're going to stay at this point is because you're willing to change. You're willing to release the negative beliefs, conditionings from the past. You know that they're only thoughts that stand in your way. Your new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. And that's because you've realized that your every thought is what holds your power, your placement, your energy, your direction of your life, because what you think about, you bring about. I love and approve of myself because if you don't love and approve of you, nobody else will. So you appreciate all that you do. You're good enough for yourself just as you are. And this is making you very happy. In the background, I hear somebody just chuckling. They're just happy as can be. You have reclaimed your power, and that's what you needed to do. You are a sovereign soul and a sovereign body, and that's what's helping you claim this power to stay in this energy. All right. One more positive affirmation, Holy Father. I release all criticism. So you don't care if you're criticized anymore. You have released it. You're just being your authentic self. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love, my acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. Okay, come on, spiritual workers, light workers, these OGs, come on. Let's be that mirror reflection. You're only accepting what you're giving people, and this positive change is the process that you need. You're not blaming others. You're letting go of all expectations, and your freedom is your divine right. It's everything you're doing is working out for your deepest fulfillment. Every relationship in your life is harmonious, and part of that is because of the fact that you're harmonious, you're balanced, you're exactly where you need to be at this very moment. Yeah, you have released all of these emotions. And when it flipped out backwards, like you're done with the release, you're done with the purge, you're done with this constantly detox state, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual, or in your soul, but you're done with that part of it. It was a slow but steady release. Now all of this pain is flowing into a harvest. All of those emotions, all those tears is allowing for this sunshine for your masculine side to take you into changes, into this peaceful state of mind and this peaceful energy. And that's because the masculine side is what pushes us forward, pushes us through things. It takes lead, it takes action. As long as it's both sides balanced, you can nourish and still take action. You can still be the one that does both things. You care for yourself, but you take lead for yourself. You take action. And because of this, you're getting these ultimate possibilities. It's a new life, it's new beginnings. It's a new day. You're getting new psychic development as well. You're teaching this psychic development, you're learning this psychic development. It's coming in from the past, the present, and the future, but it's because you've had this soul retrieval. Your soul is now connected in. It's you released anger. You seen the omens coming. You knew what was coming. You knew what you had to do. You knew what you had to change. So you started changing. You started moving this energy through your body, through your mind. You started changing the way you were thinking and feeling about everything in your life. It didn't matter if the glass was half full or half empty, because the glass is really irrelevant when you look at life from a point of view of everything in life is a lesson. It's okay, God, I see the lesson in this. Each person is a lesson or a blessing. Each connection is about what you give or receive out of it. Did you do it equally? When you are taught a lesson, do you share the lesson with the others in there so they can learn, heal, and grow from it? If you're not holding experience in because you expected something, you're able to transmute that. You're able to just move through it and go, thank you, God. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And because of that, all this gratitude and stuff, gratitude for your own growth, your own ability to heal, grow, change, and evolve, you're being blessed. You're seen, you're felt in the world. Your energy is doing something. It's helping others evolve, heal, and grow on a mass conscious level. Like people are doing this as a whole. As you heal, they're healing. So you're connected deeply in, you're connected to the roots, you're connected so far in that you understand epigenetics. When you heal one, what you do affects 7 generations forward and 7 back. So just healing yourself, you're already healing 7 back and 7 forward, and you know that. So you're exercising it. You work with your ancestors, you heal them so that it heals those and those and those, and you've started a ripple effect. This is being felt by a lot of people. This is the architect, this is the blueprint, this is the way it was designed, this is the way it was constructed in your akashics, in your blueprints. Okay, and it's what's supposed to liberate you, liberate the world. It's supposed to be felt by this many people. It's supposed to help wake the world up, because you're not doing this alone. Yes, this is an experience. It was a long journey. There's people who have tried to conspire against this journey, against this purpose, against this new age type of era, against this sacred mission. But the boss, God, he's got this. He's the leader. He says what's going to happen. He says the way this goes, and thou shalt not touch my anointed. Huh. So this betrayal, this madman with this sword over here, this knife that thought he held the truth in the dark, He's learning that he's learning he's a lost soul over here, and that's what happened. Anybody that comes up against the anointed automatically goes through a struggle. They're automatically restricted because, like I said, God is the leader. He's the navigator of this destiny. He's making this decisions, the divine here. They are the seer of the unseen. They have the foresight. You have that cosmic connection, though. So you're anchored in. You allow your heartstring to be what's anchored into that divine anchor, and it's pulling you. It's allowing you to pursue, to sail with this vessel on this perfect ocean of emotion, of experiences, of lessons, of blessings. And it's coming in for you so perfectly. You just have no clue. You have no clue. Look, King Influencer here. It's your sovereignty in realms, though. It's your spiritual inheritance, your spiritual authority. It's the rules, the way that it's going to go. It's about your ability to, on a mass level, influence so many people, to set trends, to be a spiritual seeker, to go inside to their inner path, to look inward and see clearly that they too could have an encounter to change, to find solutions, to fix complex systems of the same cycles going on and on and on in their life, okay? And they're seeing that if they go inward on their own, that they too can unravel all of these situations, and become disciplined and have purification of their soul in their life, so that they can be the justice, so their soul can be as light as a feather, so that when things are weighed, they're prepared, so they can survive and so they can ascend. They realize you have a strategy to pursue, to have survival of the soul, the survival of the fittest over here. What? It's like, it's you have passion, movement, and they know that you're secure. You have a security guard in the spirit. And in the community, you have a security guard. You have divine protection. And it's this connection, this cooperation that you have with God, with the spirit realms that have restored, repaired, and redone your whole life. Like the slate was just blew away, and there you were, stuck in another life, another person, another situation that was totally upgraded from everything you've ever seen in your life, and you were just like, I'm loving it. God said, let me come in and comfort you. Let me be your source for life because you're devoted. Let me heal all your elements. Let me align everything in your life, starting with your anchor and how it pulls on your heartstrings, because of your tiny, tiny seed of faith. You were able to have transactions in the spirit that allowed for a harvest, for a growth, for a celebration, for a creation. It was your innocence. It was your vulnerability. It was your pure, innocent soul. And you took a gamble, and the gamble was on God. And you rolled the dice, and that was your safe passage. That's how you got to where you are. It's your loyalty, your honor, your integrity, your selfless services. You're the guardian of the nations in the spirit world. Yes, you're an OG, a spiritual gangster, like I said. Spirit warrior with the soldier popping out. Yeah, you're experienced, disciplined. You hold wisdom from the elders. And you're not afraid to have to go in and be on the front line. You be on the front line every time. Don't you dare stick me in the back. I'm coming straight out the gate for you. You better run because I'm coming for you. I'm not running. I'm not ducking. I'm not hiding. I'm coming straight for you. Yeah, you won't even know. I'm not even gonna be in disguise. I'm not even putting the mask on. I'm coming straight for you. Yeah, once a night, always a night. You better look out. Ready for battle with my armor on. God said he got me, so I already know when I step in, I'm stepping out that battle. And I don't worry. Yeah, I'm ruthless with it. I've been seasoned. I have proficiency in this. Like I know because I'm about to step in like the fireman and I'm going to shut some stuff down. We're going to extinguish it out because with God having my back, I don't have to worry. Not one bit. You don't see me dripping, no sweat. It could be the hottest fire. I'm not sweating anymore. I'm mentoring, I'm healing, I'm growing, I'm coaching. So are you. You're trusting in the plan. You have support now. And that's what you have support from the highest realms. That's what's allowing for this manifestation for you to channel these powers with this pure, yes, from the creator, from with this pure potent potential. Woo. Your vibrations, your sound, your voice, it's healing. It's healing people. It's a guide for their vitality. You're helping people grow. You're being a mentor. And this ancestral passage, this dedication to your ancestral passage and for people was what was uncovered. It's the secrets. It's what people think is unfair, but it was your genius invention. It was your mind. It was the way that you were able to perceive something, the way that you knew that no man should mess with a dead man's daughter. And I say that right here because if he's a dead man and he don't have a lot of debt, he's able to help that daughter. And what are you doing messing around with somebody that has a team, a whole soldier on their side that you can't see? Haven't you seen the movie Ghost when he's walking down the road and that ghost pushed that guy out there in front of that car and he got ran over? And she could see it because she could see the ghost. He couldn't see the ghost. He didn't have any clue the ghost was even there, but she knew it. She could see him. She knew why he died. He didn't know why he died. But that ghost knew. He pushed him in front of that car. He shouldn't have been messing with that dead man's wife, right? Something about that. So, me being a medium, this is what I like to tell people, is I am a bridge between the dead and the undead. I am able to hear in the spirit. I'm able to see the spirits. We're able to carry on nice conversations over here effortlessly, mind you. I really have to do a lot of work. If they vibe at a level that I'm allowed to, my guides and God allow them to come through to me, then I'm allowed to connect in with them. No big deal. And so I think like this. Maybe others think different, but I think like this. If I would not go across a medium, because if they're a bridge between what is seen and what is unseen, then they have a whole army that you can't see that is backing them. They're there to protect them. They're because they help them. They help them heal. They're releasing chains off them. They're helping them be free. So that is how. So for mediums or people that have mediumship abilities and it makes you nervous, just realize that it's more of a blessing than a harm, because if you can connect in, you can see them, you can talk to them, embrace that, because you've got a whole unseen, invisible team that wants to have your back. Yeah, unconditional love from them at that. It's the love that exists within you, and it's absent from judgment. If they're hanging out with you, they choose to. They see that true, authentic you, and they're just giving and receiving. So you help them, they help you, basically. And sometimes basically it's just being of service to speak to somebody or to help them to relieve their debt or while they're stuck here in this world. Yeah, recognize suffering in order to release it. So it's curiosity breeds compassion when connecting in with them. It's my heart is a compass. The path to love is true abundance. It's the prophetess of the sacred way. It's the sacred way. It's helping them. It's helping them cross over. It's miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Yes, because once you pray, you help release them. You send them through. You let them, their soul, move to the next realm without being trapped by its ego. It's ready to go through its next stages. It's not stuck in this state of limbo. No matter where I am, you know that your body is a sacred sanctuary because nobody can take that from you. Your temple is inside thy own self. Your language is only of love. Your gut instinct is wise beyond reason. You trust your intuition at all cost. You make each moment sacred, and that is why you're having this material liberation. It's like I said in the beginning, it's because your eternal flame is growing so bright that it's seen and felt through every inch of your body. It's this fiery, fierce light that is seen. Your skin is glowing. It's felt. So let's go on ahead and see who this could be. Let's get you some more details. Where did that card go? You may like to write. You could be an architect. There could be lots of legends or stories about you already in your past life. There, you could be somebody from history books. With the creator popping out here, it's a realization that your soul has been here before, done this many times. Yeah, with the vendor popping out, you've done this many times. You're an entrepreneur. You chose to come back and to help do this. Yeah, to engineer and the boss, you chose to be part of the blueprints for this complex system here on earth to help it grow, heal, and evolve. You're a leader. You're like management of this crew, this new age revolutionist here. You're supposed to elevate the world to have balance, to help them balance their souls so that they're not stuck. Yeah, to move their hearts into a state of innocence. Okay, so you could be an engineer. You could be a magician. You could be a butcher. You could be a bartender. You could be a vendor. You could be an individual entrepreneur. Show me more, Holy Father, who this message could be. You've unlocked your mind. You have a support system. People are eating their words. And you're making a wish. You could have dark hair. You could be feminine energy. You could have a curvy body. You could be could have shorter or longer hair. Masculine energy. Your hair could be red and curly. You could have long, lighter colored hair. But your third eye is not blind anymore. You know you've had many faces, many different lifetimes. And your I'm possible energy is definitely having this butterfly effect. People are healing, growing, evolving. They're having that emotional release because they're giving it a whirl. They're seeing things clearly. That's why they have to eat their own words. Yeah, they counted their chickens before they hatched because you got the Midas touch in your hand. It's something about your hands. See right here, she's got her hands together. Easy does it. You know, you go inside thy own self. You look inward. All aboard. Come on, let's get on this train. Let's try this out. So let's follow the leader. Hut 2, 3, 4. Hut 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you started communing with nature, started communing with your ancestors. It was a road less traveled. People thought you were a little silly. They were like, what are you doing? They thought you had sold your soul and you were working for the devil and you done lost it out the door. Yeah, that you were just old dirty siren over here just singing this song, trying to trap masculine energies in, not letting them get out so you could lure them in. Yeah, with this forever young energy, they thought it was some hocus pocus how you stayed so young and how you stayed at these levels. But really, it was because you cut all strings with anything that was unhealthy. Hang on, let me plug up my computer. Really, you cut all strings. You faced the music. You said, okay, this is not healthy. This is not healthy. Maybe I should trim it here. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should get rid of this because I recognize the pattern in that too. Golly, not them too. Gosh, why does everybody have to keep getting cut off or cut out? Why does everybody I seem to know? And this started maybe when you were 35, maybe in March that year of 2021. From March to May, you felt like you had to cut everything you've ever known out of your life, and it was just the way it was. You faced the music, though. This was your blessing in disguise. It got everybody's energy out of your energy. It allows you to start feeling your own energy, to understand it, to heal, grow, and evolve from it. And that was the tea you needed. That was the energy you needed to understand thy own self. You started seeing what you were built out of. You started seeing how you could do all of these wonderful things, how you could stack stuff on your head. You could wear many hats. You could hut 2, 3, 4 over here. You could probably shut the door with your fingers. You could move this with your hands before you knew you was Matilda. Things were just happening all over the place. But it was, oh, such a joyous time, you know. Yeah, you had, like I said, you got your ducks in a row. You started seeing how many ducks you had you could put in a row too. Look at all these ducks in here. She didn't even know she could fit that many ducks in that cabinet. She didn't know she had all this stuff inside of her. What goes around comes around. What you put out, you get back. And that was what people didn't understand. They didn't understand, baby. You're a star. You hit your target. You're God's star. You hit your mark. It was a shooting star that landed down and it hit exactly where it's supposed to. You become to be in love with yourself. Head over heels for yourself. For this, I know I'm forever young because God is in me. The God within me made me young. What you are is what you are on the outside. What you are inside is how you are on the outside. I'm God holy inside, I'm holy outside. I'm godly inside, I'm godly outside. Yeah, you started seeing eye to eye with yourself. If you started feeling like you were getting old and your color was dissipating, you started getting wrinkles you didn't like here and there, you're like, whoa, what is going on? Why is my energy dissipating? Why is my light turned off? What happened, God? What do I need to go fix? You started seeing the truth. You started getting at an eye level with it. Yeah, and you're like, okay, let me cut the cords on this. Something's not my circus. This is not my monkeys. What happened to my clowns? What happened to my monkeys? Because we're the life of the party. We're not over here all damp and dreary looking like, oh, that's not us. My clown's got it going on. Yeah, and they're like, well, we're any way the wind blows right now. We don't really know how to feel about anything. That's how you started feeling on the inside, and it started showing on the outside. You were a hothead. You had all of this energy just spewing out of you, and what you were on the inside was very angry. You started to shift that out. You started to change that. That's how you got from being like this to golden. You know how diamonds are perfected with a lot of pressure and a lot of heat. You are the diamond in the rough. You are the master of your own destiny. You pulled yourself together. You put the hat on. You got the right keys. You put on the right jacket. And now you got that perfect cloak on you. It's private property. There is no entrance here. This is restricted area. Keep out, because I'm a sovereign soul in a sovereign body. And like I said, too many hats. You got many hats you can wear. It's just whatever you choose. And people didn't realize that to only be a wallflower, to only have seen, they said, only if we could have seen what broke her open and changed her. What was it that broke her heart open? We're speaking about the Ice Queen. Yeah, they didn't figure time was on your side. How did you manifest this life out there? Like, we have to know what was the secret. It was your roots. You took action. You started communing. You started changing. You started cutting them cords. Yeah, it was retrograde review. You went through some Mercury retrogrades and stomped a hole in your rump. Easily putting. Yeah, like I said, with Mercury popping out here with the messages, definitely you got Mercury's messages. If I don't change, I'm going to be a lost soul. If I don't change, then there is nothing to change. There's no reason to keep going forward because the damage is done. Maybe there were people around you that you really didn't want to hurt or see the hurt in their face. And so it was the love that you carried deep inside of you that gave you this stealth, this master shadow walker type of energy. I can do this for them, if not for myself. I don't know how to quite love myself yet, but I'm working on it. I think I do. I act like I do. What do you mean, love myself? And then you start thinking about it. Well, if I don't even know how to love myself, God, well, how do I know how to love anybody else? And you're like, oh. Maybe that's been the problem all along. What I felt like was love was actually not even of the vibration of love. God, come here. Come here. We need to have a talk. God, come here. He's like, hello, darling. I'll sit down and have a talk with you. What would you like to talk about? And you're like, God, I can't talk to anybody else about this. This is embarrassing. But I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. And I was wondering if you could help me figure something out about me. He's like, you need me to tell you about you? I thought we were past this. Well, it's because I don't know that I've ever really experienced this. So I have to ask you some questions about love, God. He's like, oh, that's my favorite topic. I'll definitely sit down. Let's talk about love. What do you want to know about love, darling? And she's like, well, God, I've been thinking. I don't know how to love myself because you keep reminding me that I'm lacking self-love. I don't even know how to be loyal to myself. Well, every time I try, it hurts really hard right here, like I'm letting somebody else down or like I'm going to be seen disloyal. And that's just to other people. I can't even imagine what it's going to feel like because every time I think about it, it hurts really bad. He's like, okay, keep going. And she's like, I mean, I buy myself nice things and I have fun sometimes and I have a nice car and I mean, I have nice clothes and I wash myself and I fix my hair when I go out and sometimes I don't fix my hair and I kind of just do what I want to do. He said, but is that love? Well, I thought it was. No. How can when George the Jungle comes over here, you prepare them good meals. You make sure that they have their clothes set out. You make sure their day is prepared. You make sure that they feel affection. You make sure that they know that they're loved because you tell them that you love them. You make sure that in no way that they doubt your loyalty to them because you're completely there. Anything they can need. How come when you need something, you're not there for you? You want to rely on somebody else. Then you get your feelings hurt. Confirmation. Then you get your feelings hurt when they don't amount to your expectations because you're still expecting things out of other people that I expect out of you for thy own self. If you don't love you, how can anybody else love you? And you said, oh, crap. He said, so look at it like this. If you want somebody else to take yourself out to dinner, you want to enjoy those simple things in life, do it for yourself. If you want to buy flowers for yourself. Buy flowers for me. Buy flowers for your ancestors. If you want to eat with somebody, set out a plate for us. We would love to sit down and eat with you. And you know what? You started communing. You started doing that. You started communing with yourself. You started communing with God. You started communing with your ancestors, and it started changing things deep within inside you. You started feeling loved. You could see it. There were signs there. If you set out a cup of coffee, you might have went back and there was a heart in the foam where the creamer was. You felt loved. You knew you were never alone at that point. At that point, you realized that everything that you were hearing in your mind was really true. Maybe you went through some really, really strong situations in your life where maybe you were a one to nobody else has ever even done this before. And it's only by the grace of God that you were that one and nobody. You're the only one that's ever done this before. Maybe it had to do with court cases. You're the only person that's ever got something thrown out in the world. And you knew at that point because your ancestors said, this is your blessing in disguise. If you just do exactly what I say, when I say it, you'll see how it'll work out. And maybe that case made you. Maybe it made you a millionaire. You never really know. Only you know. Only you know your story. But it changed you. It perfected you. It prepared you. It preserved you for this part of the journey. For this part where you're healed. This part where you start helping others grow, heal, and evolve. That's funny. Hey, I got your message. Yes, maybe I am talking to you. Maybe you were forced to the fire. Like I said, it takes pressure. It takes heat. Yeah, it's about your ability to be cleaned in the spirit, to pull through, to change, to let the creator create an athlete, somebody that has a strong vitality, something to heal, grow, and evolve with, okay? What was the point of this? What is their next step? The point of this is so you could have these new beginnings, but so other people could. So, like I said, so they could have their innocence, their purity back. If you're, okay, I tell people all the time, if you only do things in life that keep you comfortable is a box, comfortable is a coffin, comfortable is death. So if you just want to be comfortable in life, start digging your grave, your own grave digger. At that point, you might as well just turn the radio on and just get to digging. I mean, hopefully, because that's all you're doing. You're saying, hey, I've got everything out of this life. I've learned all the lessons I'm willing to. I'm comfortable here. There's no need for me to keep going forward. And at that point, God says, okay, click the light off on that one. Put them in a box. We're done with them. Ship them out. Moving on. And then your soul's like, whoa, hey, wait a minute. I wasn't even connected in. I didn't even know what was going on. How did we get a check out before I had a say in it? Because you were already that disconnected. Okay. I mean, talk to me, tell me about it. Because if you've been through it, you already know. You know that's what happened. You know that's how it went. I know that's how it went. And so you're like, in order to be this empress, to come out fully blossom and to get these 10 of swords in reverse, because you're no longer being stabbed in the back. You had to be forged. You had to take your porcupine shield off with all these 10 swords sticking out where you were poking everybody. Talking about, get back. I'm too rigid. I'm too rough. Don't touch my diamond. It'll cut you. It hasn't been polished yet. You were still working on your own energy. You were still changing. You were not quite ready to get this harvest yet she has in her hands. But you were on your way. You were fully committed to this a massive amount of harvest of energy of your true self coming in. So maybe you were just right there in that point in your life where God done turned your light off, flicked your light switch over here, and was going to check you out. Maybe he had the toe tag on you and you were like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you flinched. And he's like, oh, they still have a little bit of light in them. They're still moving over there. They must be healing. They must have changed their mind. And your soul started flicking and flopping. I'm not done with my mission. Maybe your soul feels like this is its last mission. It's like, I can't juggle my divine purpose. I can't lose my seat in the big seat. At the big concert, when everybody's going to be there on Judgment Day, I want to sit where my seat's been. I do not want to be moved out there. Please don't turn my light out. I surrender. God, I surrender. And all of a sudden, them boxes on that chain were removed. And they were put on the hellhounds, not you. They were strapped down. You had freedom. You had support. You had dedication to your spirituality. You maybe still had to keep purging a lot. You had to keep detoxing. You still felt sick. Because a good guru told me one time, how long did it take you to get like this, though? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, how old are you? And I was at the point in time, I think I was 33. And I'm like, 33? And he's like, well, see, here's the thing, Brady. How long do you think it's going to take you to unget like this? And I said, I don't know. 33 years it could, because it took you 33 years to get like this. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. All these scars on me, all these spots on me. And he's like, yeah. All that energy around your throat chakra where you wouldn't say how you felt, it's all there. All that pain you feel in your chest, you feel like you're having heart attacks. All that heart chakra has been locked up for so many years. You finally removed everything off of it. It wants to wake up. It hurts, don't it? When your foot goes to sleep for a long time and it goes to wake up, it starts tingling. It hurts, don't it? When things that are asleep that finally wake up, it hurts, don't it? Yes, it does. The truth hurts sometimes, but change is natural. Change is good. It moves you. It changes you. It does something to you. It balances the scales out for you, because not changing is going like this for you. Changing starts doing this for you. You could change to the good or you could change to the bad. I mean, you could have wavy scales, but you are the one who decides that balance. You and God, He's the one that weighs those scales. You have to find your light and dark. You have to find your destiny. You have to be that captain of your own ship. You have to be able to move forward. It's your integrity, though. Like I said, you got to be able to balance those scales, baby. The ancestors, they're coming in with these red birds. They're coming in with all these ideas. They're like, hey, if you're up and you can't sleep right now, we got something to tell you with this high priestess on the bottom. We got some wisdom. We got some information to balance you out, to carry you forward. Maybe you got all these thoughts going on in your mind. Maybe you're in a place where all of these oceans of emotions through these hurricanes are just coming in, giving people all these emotions. You know why? There's things in those areas that have to be healed. It has to be purged out. The earth is naturally cleansing itself. If you get a lot of negativity in one area, it will be cleansed. That's my own way of thinking. You can think and feel how you want, but the earth feels. It's a barometer. It's going to do the same thing we do. It can only hold so much in before it has a release. And this was this trust that you developed with spirit, the trust in the choices that you're making, to be guided, to be led. Lord, you got me up at this time. What do you want from me? What is it that I can do for you, Lord? Because I know that I'm an obedient servant, because I surrender new completely in front of you. And I said, whatever it is that you want from me, I will do thy will. The only thing I want to do is live, to do thy will, to complete thy purpose. And at that point, you grabbed what you could and you left it all behind. You left all that drama behind. You took the knowledge that you needed, all that stress. That's not for you. You understood fear is a lower vibration. You understood that anything that gives you doubt, that's a lower vibration. I am a sovereign soul in a sovereign body. I am the only energy I'm going to allow in my body. I am not allowing fear-based energy of these lower vibrations to keep coming in and controlling me. You started preparing. You started knowing how to get and see where you needed to go. How past these indifferences, you realized that that's what was tipping your scale. Oh my gosh, it's just simply the way I think. Let me stop that. Oh, when it comes up, remind yourself that's a lower vibration. Boom, I want my vibration right here, because if I'm manifesting, it has to come from the heart chakra. If I'm holding resentment, guilt, anger inside, things that are unhealed, that's a band-aid. That doesn't get you at your highest vibration. Get that heart chakra pumping, get in alignment, and then start manifesting out from the highest potential, not of your will, but of God's divine will for your purpose, your placement, so that you can take action on that purpose and keep moving forward to that destiny, to the place that you have to go, so that you can get to where you need to go. It's your determination. You got this bandage on your head. Oh my gosh, you feel like you've been beat up, pushed around, kicked down. But all it was is to show that with every obstacle, there was nothing that could keep you down. You had divine guidance. You had this chariot. You've always been part of this chariot. You will always be carried by the wings of our Father. When you look back, there's only his footsteps, not even yours, because you were carried. Sometimes you may see none. People don't even realize you have been there, come and gone, because you came, you saw, you conquered the energy of that place. You may have even outgrew that place. It was time for you to keep moving forward. You were on this destined design path, this trail through your Akashics to get to where you needed to go, to be in that proper placement, to be in proper position for your purpose. It was this genius experiment that you done. It was information that you were able to take in, receive, and communicate to resurrect thy own soul. It was do or die, and you knew it. It was your beliefs, and you felt it. It was your willpower, and you were guided by it. It was your responsibilities that took you to it, that anchored you in, that moved you through it. It was this creation of this energy of this sun, this masculine energy. Maybe you've been based off a more feminine energy, and you had to draw in that masculinity inside yourself, where you had to start telling people, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't need you to do that for me. I would like to do that for myself. It's something I must do or die for myself. I have to do this. You started being very diplomatic about it. You were started to take your commitment seriously, your partnership with the divine, and you started pulling in this extraordinary, powerful ability to pray, to navigate, to direct yourself, to always have new beginnings, to transmute everything. It's that beautiful relationship that you started having with this union, with the Creator, with God, with your masculinity and your femininity. Yes, with the Leo coming out with this leadership, and Venus, like I said, it was the night and day, the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. Yes, it was for humanity's sakes, hopes and wishes. Do it for the future. And you grabbed all hands, you're not letting go of this commitment for dear life. You know, it's all of these balloons, it's all these ideas, it's all these dots that come together. It's for the big picture, for humanity's sake. And all of the resources that you need to complete this, Jupiter is bringing you. He's granting you blessings and wishes from above in the form of a bag. Baby, you're getting a bag full of money. Yeah, maybe you rolled the dice on it. Maybe you took a gamble. But either way, it was done for you. It's coming out a large, huge bag. It's a full-time job with you doing a little at a time. It has to do with this spirituality, with your ultimate experiences. It's trusting your psychic knowledge and getting results from it. Your feelings, you were guided to do it. You know, if it was pulling right here, it was this eternal flame. It was, I cannot not do it, do or die type of energy. The drive for is that Mars in your chart pulling you in. It's an unusual experience, but who cares? It's your personal power. It's the mysteries of it. It's your major change in life. It's you're being realistic about yourself and your purpose. And you stepped all the way into the North Node. It's your insight, your wisdom, your understanding. You're getting success benefits. It's your dedication to achieve this North Node. It's your hidden abilities that are unseen, but it's your service, it's being of service to others. You remember your South Node and you've carried all those experiences forward to your North Node, but you're not letting them lead you because you wouldn't made it to your North Node. You would still be stuck in the South Node going round and round and round in all of these cycles that Mercury retrograde couldn't eclipse out for you, because when Mercury retrograde comes in into your life, it comes in saying, hey, you better get this done. You better get this cleared out, or you're going to get another 10-year, 20-year cycle out of this. And this is the cycle you're going to be stuck in. So somebody keeps coming around every Mercury retrograde, but they don't come around until then. It doesn't come up until then. You know they got to go. You know they ain't for you. You know that situation ain't for you. What is the lesson inside the situation that you can't get, that you haven't got yet? Look deeper. Is it you or is it them? Share your experience. Share what you see. Share the common pattern that you see inside of it. Go inside yourself and say, hey, is this for me? Is this truly where you want me, Lord? Is this hindering my purpose? Be an advocate for your own self. Is this hindering my purpose? Is this hindering me from being on my highest, truest potential in life, Lord? And see what happens. See what is the information you get. What do you hear? Get in the shower. Get in where water is. Take pink Himalayan salt. Clear your energy out. And what do you hear? Yeah, the Wizard of Awareness. That's the only way to move out of this dragon's lair where it's all frozen and frigid here. You got to get to those chakras pumping. You got to get that... You just have to get all back to alignment with your soul. You have to bring complete balance in. Yeah, flying with the Wizard of Awareness. You are not flying anywhere if your wings got sludge on them. It can't. Yeah, you won't have movement if you don't have wings. The only thing you'll be doing is walking, but you won't be flying. You're supposed to be flying. You're supposed to have wings. Yeah, slow but steady. You got to get them cleared. You got to get it changed. So it's a start. Yeah, you got to go through the storm. You got to see things that are not yet revealed to you. You got to look deep. You got to look deep at thy own self. You got to find your own spark. How are you going to light your eternal flame if you can't find a spark? If your lighter's out of fluid, how are you going to light that eternal flame? You got to get ignited. You got to get your passion going. You got to make a choice. You got to ride that wave of emotions. You got to go inside of you. When you don't want to tell yourself something, you don't want to be honest with yourself because you don't want to speak about it because you don't want other people to know about it. You better not be doing that. You better change that. You better redirect that. Yeah, if you're feeling like you're your own goblin, you're your own grave digger, you better get to change. You better get to being in that metamorphosis stage. You better get to healing that ouch. But if you can't speak about it, then you better not be about it. You better get to being back to your authentic you, because that's where your wishing well comes from. That's where you manifest from. That's it, God. Clean house, clean life. Yeah, with cleaning house and cleaning home, you clean house, clean the body, clean the energy, shift it, move it around. Do this in alone. You need to, yeah, you may even need to move the energy. You need to cry about it. You may be getting an unexpected visitor soon. You might need to clean your house because you're going to get an unexpected visitor soon. You're not expecting, but you're aware of the spirit coming forward, but you're aware of the spirits of the land. You're aware of all of it, but they're also aware of you. They're also aware that you're stuck in this ghost lands, in this rock bottom, and there's a spirit of the place that's encouraging you to step into this magical stream, to heal, grow, and evolve, to come to life. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to help you. They're like, hey, we got the light on over here shining at the mountain where you can go through to where you don't have to climb through it. Set your intention and start walking away from this dragon's lair. Don't you know it's cold out here? It looks a lot warmer in here. See, it's cold out here. It looks warmer in here. You know the way. It's your talisman. It's your compass. It guides you to balance this situation from this deep freeze to the land of dreams. It's step into the unknown place inside of you where you gather all this strength up. Bring it together and open wide, because there's your golden palace. There's your temple. Find that education, because we're giving it to you. All you got to do is just fly up here, vibe high enough with us to reach it. Follow the leader. There's a magical map shifter in your area. It's inside of you. There's details inside your Akashic records. We're telling you the details. You just got to look closely, listen closely, feel closely. Let your eternal light guide you. Listen closely. Like I said, there's a gentle gardener. Somebody is trying to nourish this for you, trying to help you. Listen, grow, heal, and evolve. It's the sounds. Use binaural beats. Use subliminal sounds to grow, to heal, to get you out of the mud, because those sounds and stuff can pull you through. It can help you come out of situations and rescue you. Those Tibetan bowls, different things like that, to align them to yourself, grow, heal, and evolve you. It will build you into a sacred pool of thy own self, of the spiritual sovereignty, to where your mind, your body, your soul, from past to present and the future, is all stuck out of this dry desert. It's endless horizons now. It's your magical stream, your magical prayer. You're a one-ring circus with God now, and that's all you ever needed. Yes, he's your compass. He's committed, and he's protecting you because you're his hidden treasure. Look, she was hidden perfectly over there. They probably didn't even notice Sleepy slumbers on top of her treasure box, but now that she's awakened and woke up and she can open it, she can get in it anytime she wants. You know why? She's the only one. Her and God got the key to this box. It's what's inside her. It's what she's made out of. It's how she was built. It's how she was forged through the fire. How she came through the fire. How she was healed because of the fire. Where did that fire come from? She lit it herself. She sparked that eternal flame. Nobody else could have. God just guided her to that spark, to that ignition. She had to do it herself. If she wouldn't have, it would just got blowed out again. It got blowed out the first time. Most of the time, people don't really care if people do stuff for them. They have to do it themselves to have perfect balance. Yeah, they have to find this wisdom, this determination to get their wings, to fly free, to have this limitless divinity that's within all of us. It's right here, right now. You might be connected to peacocks. You might be seeing some fox or an owl. You might even had a lot of bees around you. Maybe they've been around sunflowers in your energy in this joyous state of sunshine. But it's the sun, the moon, and the stars here. The sun and the moon and the stars will all bow before. It's a tiny piece of a particle in the sands of time. This is the way it was all written. This is the way it was supposed to go. Yeah, you have to learn to heal, grow, and forgive so the vibration can rise, so it can change. It has to go to this state of unconditional love, of kindness and desire, of passion, to belong, that we all belong, in order to heal, to ascend the earth, to be worthy of our lives here on earth. Because if we don't feel worthy of it, more of us are sending out the vibration of, oh God, we're comfortable. We don't need to heal, grow, and evolve and change. What do you think is going to keep happening on this earth? Mass destruction. It's death to us all. We're our own grave digger. We have to belong to something more. We have to become something more. We were not ever just put, that's balance, balancing the journey. We were never put here just to be okay. It's never okay just to be okay, you know. You have to have the confidence to want to change to a vibration of love. Love heals all wounds. Do you hear? Are you listening? Are you grounding in and listening attentively? Because it's time for you to change, to transform into this beautiful angel that's here to help heal the world. It's time for you to truly heal. Take the Band-Aid off and let's get to healing for real. What are you really mad at yourself? Let's heal these emotions. Why did you give up on yourself? Why were you not worth it to yourself? You need to forgive yourself, these emotions that you had for not being your own advocate, for not pushing through for your journey. You need to truly do that. Why were you never enough for you that only even your children were the reason why you fought and pushed through? It still wasn't you. Even God was big enough, but it wasn't you. And God knew that at the time. He just chose to let you live. And that's the truth. And that's a hard fact to swallow, is because you couldn't love you, but it was your journey. That's why he let you live. He knew you would learn to love you on this journey. Not many people get to slide by without loving themselves. I know the emotions are starting. I can feel them. They're going to well up. They need to. Sometimes it's good to get that ugly cry out, to have this clarity. It's something you already knew. I'm just a confirmation. Yeah. For you to hear what you need to hear. It's that song. It's that vibration that's part of the grand scheme of it all. It's just a tiny particle, but it's that big particle. It's that shift. It's the aha moment. It's that key. It's that factor. It's the abundance to get your wings back. It's an abundance of wisdom to connect, to your determination, to have the confidence to keep fighting for love. Love wins all. Love heals all. Hello, darling. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see your old self. Look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. I'm worthy of this life. I am worth loving. I love me. Be your advocate. Keep pushing forward. Your dreams, your passion, your purpose. There are not many that are like you. You got to just keep being you. You got to keep going forward. Mending and making peace. Making peace with what? Thy own self. There's a message in this bottle of this ocean, that's going to bring you this poised energy. Once you release all these, just like an ocean, you have boundaries. You have boundaries that are set with these emotions. It's time to let the dam break. It's time to let it go. It's time to walk to the edge and come to life. Allow the emotions to go as far as they want. It's time to regenerate. It's time to go to the ocean of emotions. Go to sea. Why? You're like, why is this happening to me tonight? God, you need it. You need it. Because nothing is going to glitter without it. Yes, we're mending everything. We're mending your golden ore. It's happy, happy times. It's in the community. It's this unfinished symphony. Maybe every time you look at, yes, it's this yin energy that is mending. It's mending and balancing its masculine side. It's seeing what makes it happy. It's balance between both worlds, because in between both worlds, you're just stuck. But you're blessed. It's something about this rainbow. It's something about sadness. After sadness, happiness returns. It's a picnic. It's a picnic. It's the yang popping right out on top of the yin. Like I said, it's balance. It's balance. With not for you sideways, you knew what was for you. What wasn't for you was this round and round symphony of you always sleeping on yourself. But you went to that treasured island in that ocean of emotions over there, and you took action in your own chaos, in your own conflict. You went into your own compass, to your own time, to your own Akashics, and you said, all right, let's build it. Let's do it, God. Let's get rid of it. How are we going to fix it? You got a leg up. How am I going to redo it? You started, you got the leg up with this deep knowing, because you were your own observer, and you started cleaning it up. What a confirmation. That's what I'm saying. And you're in this lucky 4-leaf clover, this serendipity energy. You're thinking, I'm glad I went the distance. I'm glad I got this piece. I'm glad I made it past that checkered flag. You're happy, happy, happy. If you're not, you will be very soon. You will be very soon. You are your own athlete. Yeah. It's the pause before the ponder. It's the get rested up, get your house clean, get your stuff in order, your life, your body. Oof. Right, because you surrendered, you awakened. Because you awaken, you truly believe, you're getting that step forward. Why are you moving forward? Because you're transforming. You're walking by your truth. It's a new chapter. Worlds within worlds have met to now, and you are now shining. You are not of this world. You're in this world. You're fully human, and you are fully divine. Your presence is felt and known. You are a wild, free spirit in this earth. You are the celestial teacher with the golden crown. The cosmic connection is no deeper, because you are limitless this, baby. And it's all because of all of these choices you made, and Mother Earth appreciates and loves you. You did this fearlessly, and this celebration, the seed you planted was felt, like I said, on a global level. It was a strength you displayed. It was something about your patience and your strength that freed your spirit. Yes, you freed it through your shadow self. Something when the lightning bolts hit, it cracked your heart chakra open, and now you vibrate on unconditional love. Woo! Balance, baby. Balance the sacred journey. And that's what I'm talking about. You balance your self-love, your unconditional love, your self-worth. And now you got this golden crown, and you're straight connected into the cosmos. You have a limitless ability to connect with whomever, whatever you want. You are definitely a medium. You definitely have a strong divine connection between heaven and earth. As above, so below. You can connect with the lower realms as well. You need to mark this down in your calendar. Make a note of it. This is your anniversary because you balanced out the south and the north node. You balanced out the journey. You did it. You done it. Something about on 9/26. You balanced it out. Yeah, you negotiated the new norm. Fostering friendships. That's what's up. That's what's up. We're going to end this on a little positive message right here. Whoever needed to hear this or needed this message, I hope this is what God wanted me to put out for whomever needed to heal, grow, and evolve with it. But you need to recognize signs to prioritize yourself. Send out the signs that you're a natural giver, but still give to yourself. Prioritize yourself. You need to make yourself more of a priority than you normally do. Your health, your balance, your boundaries. You need to make sure that you prioritize moving the energy in your own body so that your perspective change. And you can start simply by recognizing negative thoughts don't heal, grow, or evolve anything. They only hold us back. And so every time you recognize it, shift it, change it, and stay out loud. I am a sovereign soul in a sovereign body. I do not accept these thoughts of a lower vibration. I want to hear thoughts that will heal, grow, and ascend me. Give yourself a grace period and then start making yourself do it. Every time you don't, go connect in. Maybe say, okay, well, if I can't change my thoughts, then for every time I do this, I'm going to make sure and practice that I go sit down and meditate for 5 minutes for every time. And it's almost like having to pay yourself a quarter in a jar for every time you cuss. Well, now you give yourself a quarter in the spirit realm for every time that you thought something negative. By then you have a stronger connection. You've opened up, you've connected in the way that you needed to, and you have built stamina, strength, and substance to your connection. You grew it while grooming and growing yourself. And that was that recovery you will need in your life to be gentle with yourself, but grow, heal, and evolve yourself. Sometimes tough love is good love. Create your healing and your well-being. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in with me if you watched me during my live. I'm kind of nervous about doing lives, to be honest with you, but I just turned the comments off and did it this time. Maybe next time we'll turn them on, but for now, I hope everybody enjoyed. You can also go back and watch it again. Have a good night.